What's happening, people? And once again, welcome back to youtube.com/CubCamTV for this, another edition of CUBREACTS on a Friday afternoon. Very excited to be jumping into this one as we explore the sounds of the one and only Seyi Vibez. He's back in business, a brand new project, I believe, a 5-tracker that goes by the name Memory Card. I don't know whether this is a full EP, a full release, but there are 5 new tracks on his YouTube channel, and this is one of them. It goes by the name Paraboy. I thought, following on from the reaction we did to a track he did recently, I think it's a good idea to kind of carry on looking into what he's doing and exploring his sound. So yeah, I'm excited for this one. As always, friends, if you are new to the channel, do make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right-hand side of the page. Of course, turning notifications on as well, leaving a like, leaving a comment, and all of that good stuff. We are now hurtling towards 67,000 subscribers, and we can do that with your help in the quickest time possible. So please do get involved. And don't forget to subscribe to the TikTok channel as well in the description down below. Right then, without further ado, let's jump into this one.
Paraboy, see how to drop song.
What a cool intro.
Okay, they play. When my girls them do, if you price you pay. I'm proud of you, fam.
Jesus. This is one of the most kind of unique sounding intros I've heard in a hot minute, man. The thing that I've liked about exploring Seyi Vibez recently over the last couple of tracks, there is such a level of pure creativity within his sound, within his approach, within his overall aura. There just seems to be something very refreshingly new. Like, he's not necessarily sticking to any stereotypical Afrobeats elements. He's kind of doing everything in his own kind of way. The mixes are always really kind of muddy, but in a good way. They just have this really kind of atmospheric feel to them. The introduction of this with that kind of lead string line, just kind of playing this almost like Irish fiddle melody. Like, it's crazy to see how he just pulls all these different elements together.
I don't want to go astray. No, coming down is not recommended. Organically documented. Pointing on my friend, I rolled in my head. I love money and I love myself. No share not if I drug up. Baby girl, you're the #1. Money keep my boja. I don't want to get Cinderella. I do
Mad. Just hearing the way his vocals just naturally caress the higher end of the mix is crazy. Again, the thing with the mix down on this is it's all very, very murky. Like, everything's overlapping. It doesn't feel like it's been too heavily kind of processed on an electronic front. But then his vocal itself is very electronic. There's a lot of effects on that. But you then get this kind of combination of kind of shuffling kind of hi-hats and shakers that are doing a lot of the rhythmic work. You've got this kind of lead, almost tom sounding 808 bulge at the bottom, which is giving it this kind of and it just all works. It almost feels like you're listening to it from outside a club, but that in a way gives it its charm. Like, it's crazy how unique this is from a kind of production angle. Like, this is actually mad, breaking it down, because there is so much going on. That constant switch up in vocal style as well. It almost feels like the vocals going around on a wheel, and someone next to it is kind of speeding it up and slowing it down, because you're kind of getting this but it's the same kind of melody, but it's rolling at different speeds, and it's just such a cool way of kind of bringing, I suppose, a different level of kind of rhythm to a tune, and that rhythm is coming from the same melody at different speeds. Really, and it's very, it's inventive, you know? Like, there's a level of creativity here which we don't tend to hear in other places.
When I pull up, they go gaga. Coming down is not recommended. Organically documented. Pointing on my friend, I rolled in my head. I love money and I love myself. No share not if I drug up. Baby girl, you're the #1. Money keep my boja. I don't want to get Cinderella.
This! Again, that constant switching. of different vocal approaches when you've got, again, that leading sort of very electronic, messy, mucky sounding vocal processing going on, and it's constantly switching from slower, kind of more lower ended ones to higher pitched ones to this kind of choral feel which then appears. It's so otherworldly. Like, it's mad how unique Seyi Vibez actually is. And it's something that I always used to listen to and be a bit like, this just doesn't sound like it's mixed properly. But that's like half of the charm of it. It's not meant to sound super HD, super studio, like 1,000 people have worked on this for hours and hours and hours. It's meant to sound like it's almost like a live performance to an extent, which is really, really cool to kind of hear translated in such a digital way. The closest similarity I can kind of think of vocal-wise is almost like a popcorn sort of style, because there's a real electronic element to it, but he is moving in different directions. It's speeding up and slowing down. There's definitely a similarity there, I feel. And then, of course, this instrumental structure below, you've got this pounding combination of 808 rhythms just appearing and just kind of just adding a whole different layer to the tune. Every now and then they'll pop in and go, hello, we're here, and then just bang on the door from the lower end. This is so different. That's the best way I can describe this. This is so different. There is nothing like a little bit of a fiddle-like string sound intro and outro. There's something so charming about that. Maybe I watched Banshees of Inisherin last night, and that's mainly about a fiddle player and his mate. So it's really don't know why. Maybe that's at the front of my head, but this is really, really interesting to break down, man. So what I like about Seyi Vibez is that there is a very clear kind of approach from him, which is going, you know what, I'm doing me. I'm not going to be overly influenced by other people. I'm not going to try and fit into the same brackets that other people are operating in. I'm going to do me. There will be elements, perhaps, those sort of 808 Amapiano-esque bass lines, the kind of shuffling rhythms down below. But everything else about this is so unique in the way it's been put together. And it's really exciting to see someone really push forward with that type of approach, where it is going, you know what, I don't want it to sound like it's been processed by 1,000 of the finest computers that money can buy. I want it to sound a little bit different. It almost reminds me a little bit of kind of early Weekend stuff, which is very kind of murky, and the mix sometimes sounds a little bit like there's too much going on or not enough going on. And there's this almost like freeing element of that, where they're not trying to fit into a bracket of other people, which is really cool to see, man. Big up Seyi Vibez. This one, Paraboy, off the brand new memory card project. Let me know your thoughts, people, in the comment section down below. How are we feeling about this one? How are we feeling about Seyi Vibez in general? Are we liking this kind of otherworldly approach he's bringing? Let me know all your thoughts in the comment section down below. And of course, make sure you are getting involved by hitting that subscribe button on the right hand side of the page. We are now approaching 67,000 subscribers, and we can do it with your help, so please do get involved as well. Make sure you are hitting the like button on the TikTok page we've got down below. We're really pushing TikTok this year as well, so if you guys can get involved, there are, as I said, 66,000 of you already. If all of you could head over to TikTok and like the page, that would be absolutely fantastic, so please do. That's it from me, though. Hopefully you have enjoyed it, and we shall see you all next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace.
Sounding so good right now. Man, they're sounding a bright and town.
Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel right now, Cam TV. Stay locked.